call this a pleasant surprise, right? A long, long time ago, there was a young man who ran away from home. After spending the last of his mora, he trod through the cold of winter, shivering in his threadbare clothes. Suddenly, the young man found himself stepping out onto thin air, and he fell through into a strange place. But before he could react, a voice rang out from somewhere in the distance. This is the secret home of Nicola Coco, the great mage everlasting. O destitute one, tell me your heart's greatest wish, and with my guidance, you shall attain it.
Whoa! That was a strange voice. Nicola Coco. Who's that again? Do we know her?
The young man was in awe of the mage's magnificence and beauty. After a lengthy silence, he solemnly declared, "O great mage from afar, how beauteous and wise you are! The moment I beheld you, my heart began to flutter." The subtlest of smiles appeared on the mage's face as she replied, "Very well. Then I shall task you with performing certain deeds on my behalf."
Sky? Does that mean this glowing orb?
"Secret home," said the young wanderer, with a look of confusion on their face. "Where is this secret home of which—" The mage's voice grew somewhat flustered upon hearing this question. Wait, does it make sense for this to be a bashful character? Oh, never mind. I'll keep it in for now. Mr. Nine can always refine it later. It is rather rude to ask such questions of a mage, young one. The Mage's Lodge is under renovation. Very soon you shall be stunned by its grandeur. This shall be your trial. Offer up your strength and help this great mage to build her territory. As the young man continued forth, he noticed many exquisite statues dotting the mage's territory. "What are these?" he asked, puzzled. "These are all those who opposed me. They underestimated the power of a mage, and thus were turned to stone." I quite like that. A spur-of-the-moment addition, but dare I say it was a good one. A mage ought to be a powerful and dangerous figure. Danger lends a certain mystique, and without mystique, the world would be a very dim place. But turning people to stone at the drop of a hat? Is that too over the top? And no one wants to be around someone that capricious. Okay, I think I'll dial it back and turn it into more of a vague warning. Upon hearing this, the youngster broke into a cold sweat. But then, the mage's laughter broke the silence. "Did you fall for it? I was merely joking. These statues are just my way of capturing a certain moment in time. Anyway, statues, that's what I need your help with. The Mage's Lodge is feeling a little empty, and I should like to fill the space with some more adorable companions." Well then, young one. Now you have learned of the troubles faced by this mage. Nicola Coco requires your aid to build her sacred territory. The mage poured a cup of tea for her visitor. What say you?
Wait a minute! Shouldn't we think twice before going all in on this? We don't know anything about this person! And She seems a little weird. Huh? Although, having said that, this teacup looks kind of familiar. Nicola Coco. Ah! Is it Mage N? Nicole?
Correct. What do you think of my story?
Hard to say. It's not finished yet, surely. What happens to the characters in the end?
I haven't decided yet. I need to renovate my home first. Perhaps I'll have a burst of inspiration after that. Anyway, if you can hear my voice, I assume that means you're currently in Nodcry. In which case, could I trouble you to gather a few things for me? Well, I'd like to build a few more statues to decorate my home, but I'm lacking inspiration at the moment. I was thinking you could take some photos to give me some ideas.
Are you serious? Alright then, leave it to us. Wait here. We'll head out and see what we can find. But remember to finish the story once the statues are done. Hey, look over there! Are those benches? Let's see. Where should we go for the... Oh! We saw a squirrel statue earlier, didn't we? Do you think Nicole likes squirrels? Let's snap a few photos to take back. Is that a mandragora? I'm a... Some of these shots are pretty good, but we didn't get any from the front. Yes! That's the one! Oh, that was scary. Paimon wasn't expecting it to jump us like that. Go on, Traveler. You got this.
The deception ends here.
Converge.
For the everlasting force.
Forest, refuge. Rested.
No more lies. Time to come clean. It all adds up.
You poor lost one.
Hold the line.
No more lies. It all falls into place. Time to come clean.
Receive my blessing.
A should do it. Kaimon's kept all the pictures safe. Let's go back to see Nicole. Hey, Nicole! We're back!
That was quick. You two worked very fast.
It's nothing. But, how do we get the photos to you?
You can hold on to them for now. I'll be there in a couple of days. We can talk more about the statues then.
Sure thing! See you in a couple days!
Just who I wanted to see. I'm delighted with the photos you took. Excellent source material. Now, I have all the carving tools ready to go. Would you like to try it together?
Carving tools? You mean these blocks?
That's right. The statues are inside the stones. All we need to do is remove any excess material. To make things a little easier for you, I've provided a guide on how the carving process works. Allow me to demonstrate. First, we make some big, bold cuts to carve out the general shape. The numbers on the stones represent the amount of material you need to keep in a given column. So, first we do this, and then this.
Oh, it's starting to take shape!
Got it? If you carve the blocks this way, you should be able to see the basic form. Then, you just need to add some finishing touches, and voila!
Wait, what? It's only changed in the blink of an eye! How'd you do that?
A great mage doesn't reveal her secrets that easily. Just behold and be amazed. You got the basic carving process down, yes? Focus on that and leave the finishing touches to me. Much obliged.
Alright, let's give this a shot! What the? This is way more difficult than the one you walked us through!
Oh, sorry, wrong one. That's the one I was going to work on. Yours is over here.
Whew, well that's a relief. Let's go! Do you still remember Nicole's process? The numbers represent the amount that we need to keep per column. So, if the number is 0, that means we gotta remove the whole thing. And if it says 3, that means we just mark the whole thing as keep, right? This one seems to be giving you some trouble. Need any help? Okay, after careful inspection, Paimon's found a piece that we need to remove. And it's that one. Whoops! Looks like we made a mistake here. Reset and try again. Looks like we made a mistake here. Reset and try again. Whoops! Looks like we made a mistake here. Reset and try again. Now, we just need Nicole to add the finishing touches.
You got rid of all the extraneous stone, yes? Let me take a look.
It's done! Oh, it's the Mage's Lodge! When did that get there?
Is this the power of a mage? The young visitor's voice was filled with wonder. I am truly amazed.
Aha! Finally, the story continues. So, what happened to the mage and her young visitor?
They lived happily ever after. The end.
Huh?
Tough customers, huh? Well, if you're that eager to hear it, I suppose I'll take it from the top. All my heart desires now is to make your wishes mine, said the young man. But just as they had started warming up to one another, a group of uninvited guests stormed in, seized the mage, and absconded with her. As the youngster stood there in shock, a new mage by the name of Alinus appeared. She signed a contract with the youngster, bestowing the power of magic upon them. But after making it through a grueling training program, they would come to discover another conspiracy. As it turned out, the great mage Nicola Coco was an alien entity. Her true identity was the first daughter of King Meowtress, the third of Planet Meow. She had come disguised as a mage as part of a secret plot to trick the entire world into worshipping Planet Meow. Oh, great mage! Have you been lying to me all this while? The youngster's voice trembled as their heart began to break. Leave me. War is destined to break out between our planet and yours. We were foes from the very start. The mage turned her face away, refusing to let anyone see the tears welling up in her eyes. But the youngster bravely reached out and grabbed her by the arm, swearing to never leave her. Moved by this display of passion, the mage decided to rebel. But in that moment, Alinus, who had once aided the youngster, now took the side of the king. Alinus had been Meowtress III's second daughter all along. She had only helped the youngster in the hopes that her sister might be incited to treason, thus giving her the chance to usurp Nicola's place in the line of succession. Anyway, that's the gist of it. In the end, the youngster, who by this point had turned into a cat, worked with the mage to successfully foil the king's plot. Then, They returned to the Mage's Lodge together and lived happily ever after in peace and quiet. The end.
That was amazing! This story has everything! True love, rebellion against injustice.
That can't be helped. All creations escape the control and grasp of their creator eventually. We angels are a case in point. Once, we were tasked with guiding human beings, but because some of us chose a different path, our entire race was punished. If even the heavenly principles can't fully control their own creations, what chance do I stand? Fate is always ineffable, and yet, I still hope I can guide those I meet towards a happy ending to their tale. That applies to characters in my stories as well. Anyway, the story's over now, and I'm running a little low on energy. Next time I've got a good story to tell, I'll share it with you, all right? Welcome to the Mage's Lodge. Oh, wait. It's just you two? I'm not in Nodcry at the moment. I'm actually in Sumeru watching a Rishbalin tiger baring its teeth at me. There's tea on the table, though. Help yourselves. O ye of little faith. Rest assured that a mage's teapot will only ever be filled with freshly brewed tea. Sorry, gotta go. It's charging right at me. What a brave little kitty. Welcome. I'm not in Nodcry at the moment. Oh, yeah. Sorry.